So it starts off before you go into kind of the actual game choices. It has a bit of the relationship dynamic, which, is a theme throughout. Like every dialogue interaction you have, you can heartbreak people, you can befriend them. How did your game look with Nora, Kat, and Autumn?
So for Nora, we're BFFs. With Kat, we're cool, and then with Autumn, it says new friend.
Okay, interesting. So for me, Nora, it says new friend. Kat, it says something more. It's a bit of a romantic, road with Kat actually. And Autumn, I have new friend. And under present, obviously, we will go into it, but Kat isn't in this one. Nora, I have former friends. I wasn't quite able to get above that. But with Autumn, we're fully tight again. We are under reconnected. How does your future friendships look, mate?
Yeah, so Nora, former friends, and Autumn reconnected. But damn, there's some like romance in here, is there? Because there are a couple of moments where I think you can kiss characters or something, but I just completely missed that, or maybe it comes with like the new dialogue feature. But okay, there's a little bit more to it then. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I think maybe because like I got on really well with Kat, and then when you have like the exclusive Kat chapter where you're doing the makeup before the concert, there was like a little choice that popped up, so maybe I unlocked it because I was really close with Kat. Right, we'll go into the choices. The big one, Jack. This is the main one. This is the bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go for pumpkin, shadow, or snowy, mate?
I picked pumpkin, and I've got to admit, I did see this poll on our channel before I jumped into the game, and I did see the pictures, and I'm just a fan of like ginger cats, so I did pick pumpkin. I'm guessing you picked shadow, right?
Yeah, I do. So, as some of you are aware, I've newly adopted two black kittens. There's that whole myth that like black cats are bad luck. I was like, yeah, I've got to break away from it and to represent my cats. So I had Shadow in this game, so sorry if there's any snowy lovers out there. But yeah, we've got a pumpkin and Shadow in this analysis. So next choice, lad, is just how we react to Dylan and Corey when we're supposedly filming them. It says that I was neutral rather than apologetic or aggressive. How are you?
So I apologised. The reason being is that because you have the red balloon that gets stuck in the fence, and she's having a go at you, and then the red balloon like just then becomes disconnected and flies off. I thought to myself, there's no point me trying to explain that there was a red balloon, so I just sort of took like almost like the more mature thing and just went, say sorry to her and just try and end the conversation there, because if I tried to overdo it with the whole red balloon, she just called BS on it. So yeah, that was my rationale for that one.
Yeah, I kind of was just like, well, you're not choosing to believe me, so fuck you a little bit. But I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to be completely aggressive here. Don't want to burn too many bridges. Did you retrieve Autumn's keys, lad?
I did, and I felt so happy with this one. Because I'll mention this now actually, because it is one of the things I've got written down. But I think one of the reasons why this game, or why this sort of tape I should say, can drag out as long as it does, is because you've almost got to explore the environment twice in a way. Because one, you've got to look down the camera for when you're getting all the collectibles and the things for like the memoirs and stuff. But obviously you need to be away from the camera as well to see what things you can interact with in the world. So I thought when I saw this hole in the ground, and then I saw that the keys could fall in, I put the cardboard there, I was proper chuffed with myself, because I thought this could be super interesting for what the choices, if ultimately when you get the keys you could lose them, what that would bring further down the line. So I was pretty chuffed with myself on that one. You do get an achievement as well, didn't you, if you interact with the keys with Autumn in the modern day.
Yeah, same here. I got pretty fortunate because I didn't actually find Autumn's keys on the rocket thing till quite late. So naturally I was exploring, looking at the ground, and there was the cardboard there. So yeah, I kind of got that one naturally. So I got that on my first play as well, which I was pretty happy about. Next one here, did you decide to drink alcohol in the past?
I decided not to, apparently, because I assumed that a lot of the decisions I took were almost based from Swan's point of view, and I was like, I don't think Swan would be at this point. She's just getting to know these people, so I thought I'd play it a little bit coy. And I was like, no, she won't be drinking.
No, and likewise, to be honest, like not much to build on from what you had. I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to drink either. But later on, I saw in one of the cutaway scenes she was smoking a cigarette, so I was like, okay, maybe I underestimated this one girl.
Yeah.
Uh, Next choice, lad. Did you lie about your music taste to fit in?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't, because I thought that they've accepted me in already. I'm a little bit quirky and awkward and shy, and I've got a camera and I'm going around filming stuff. So if they've accepted me on that basis, it would be like really it would be of a dick move to say, "Oh, I'm not into your music," and then they shun you. So I thought, you know what, they're quite open-minded. I'm just going to tell them the truth.
Yeah, no, I mean, same here, mate. I also I think this was in the trailer or like one of the gameplay trailers, and I knew it had repercussions. So I was like, yeah, like you say, they're an accepting group. Why lie? How did Nora and Kat's kiss go in the music video for you?
It says you made Nora and Kat exchange a real kiss for the music video. So yeah, I made them go the whole hog.
Oh, I did a pretend one, and I don't know how it was for you, but Kat seemed pretty pissed at the time, and I had to like kind of apologize to her afterwards, and I was like, "Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have done that." And then she said something along the lines of, "No, I just felt really awkward, and I'm scared it's going to look bad on your video." So it was like, for that reason, potentially, we know Kat's quite a secretive character. I just wanted to know, were there any repercussions for your choice there, mate?
That does ring a distant bell, but I don't remember it being that big of a deal. Kat was certainly awkward and more hesitant. Nora was just like more up for it. But yeah, they did kiss, but there was no sort of big deal. I think like Nora made a joke afterwards saying, "Oh, like you taste disgusting" or something along those lines, or "you taste nice." But yeah, like I'm pretty sure she was just a little bit awkward at the time, and then it just swiftly moved on.
Fair play, lad. And who did you name as the best actress?
I picked Kat, mostly because at this point I'd most like interacted with Nora and Autumn the most. So I was like, you know what, let's set a foundation with Kat to get that relationship going, and hence why I picked her for that one.
Yeah, I picked Kat as well, purely because, like I said in the last choice, I felt she was a little pissed, so I wanted to pep her, like, nah, you did a good job, you were a good actress. Even though that's a lie, like, it was clearly Nora. She gave the most energy on that fake stage there. But, yeah, I went Kat as well. A bit of a nothing choice, lad. For Thorn's Curse or Thorn's Rest?
Fawn's Rest for me.
Oh, I think that one sounds better, but I just went Thorn's Curse. I'm a bit of a morbid bloke. I was like, yeah, let's go. Yes, hell yeah. And yeah, I quite like that one. So we're on page 3 now of the choices. What kind of piercing did you suggest that Nora should get?
I said eyebrow. Now, on a personal level, I'm not massive on piercings, to be honest with you. And I feel like of the three, between lip, eyebrow, and nose, that eyebrow is the least. What's the word I'm looking for?
The most subtle, maybe?
Yes, that is what I would say. It's the most subtle.
Yeah, that's fair. I said lip because I'm a lip piercing guy myself. And I don't know if this has bearings on the future, but when you meet adult Nora, she actually had a lip piercing, so I don't know if that changed for you. But I was like, if that is a choice that actually does have an effect there, I'm like, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, I was really happy with that. Blood Ritual, did you join in, mate?
I had no chance. This was the point where I thought, what is up with Kat? Like, she's got an edge that I did not see coming. And then she's cutting her finger open, and then I'm like, whoa, no, roll it back. Like, things were going good. What are we doing now? So I was like, nah, I full on refused to join in on that.
That's fair, mate. I joined in. I was like, yes, Kat, I'm all for it. Let's do the Blood Ritual. So yeah, I don't know. I just was like, yeah, I'm down. It's an adventure. Whether I do it in real life, I don't know. Bloody Mary, lad. Did you play it? And if so, did you go through with it?
I did. This stank of this could be an achievement. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And it's also one of those little playful things where you don't think there's going to be massive repercussions from it. So I was like, yeah, I'll just go along with it. What about you?
Oh, I chickened out. I was like, I've seen, way too many horror films. I'm like, you don't fuck with this shit. I'm like, I'm not saying it. But funny enough, like, I did it a few times, but like, think I got distracted on the stream and I didn't hear that you had to get to 13, which was an unlucky number. So I think I got to about like 12 and then was like, oh, nothing's happening. And I saw an option to leave and I just took it. So later I learned that there was a trophy, so I had to go back and get that one. But yeah, I chickened out on that one. But more out of boredom or more out of just the fact that I just was like, oh yeah, I can leave, nothing's happening. Songs, mate, Vengeance or Justice?
Vengeance. This was really through Kat's energy, because she seemed to be the one to take the lead at that particular moment with like the song lyrics and stuff like that, and she seemed to be really pent up by this, you know, whole situation with Corey and Dylan, which I'm sure we'll get to like when we discuss it later on. But I don't know, in my opinion, it was obviously a nasty thing what they did to Swan, but for that level of anger and resentment and, you know, all of this like negative energy to be channeled their way, I was really sort of surprised by that. And I feel like Justice would have maybe felt a little bit too soft, so I was like, no, go on, like she's really going for it, let's pick Vengeance.
Yeah, I thought it was maybe a bit of a nothing choice. I just went Justice. I think, you know, I just, the moment I saw the word, I thought Batman. I was like, hell yeah, I'm picking Justice. It's like, what did you wish for at the Abyss, mate?
I wished for strength, and this was based on Swan's character really, because she seems a little bit awkward around people, so I thought, you know what, that's probably what she would want.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I was like, I went freedom. I don't know, like, I mean, probably didn't need to go for freedom since she's moving to Canada soon out of the USA. So some of them are political on the channel. But nah, like, yeah, I don't know. I just thought freedom. I think maybe I went away from what Swan would pick, and I was like, that's what I would go for. So yeah, I don't know. I just went freedom. Apparently, so I'm gonna just say off the bat what I did in the next one. I wasn't violent towards Corey when he tried to take Kat home. I didn't know you could be violent, so I need to see what happens when you are. I was just filming him the whole time, and I'm like, what? You can be violent? I don't know what you did there, mate.
I was violent, but I can't really remember, other than sort of shouting expletives at him, what I did. Did I throw something at him? I don't necessarily remember you getting into a scuffle or anything like that, but that's what I've got written down here. It says that I was violent, so it probably is a bit of a nothing choice. I don't know if anything really comes of it.
Verbally violent.
Yeah.
Who did your makeup for the concert, mate? So I think for this one, it's just whoever you're closest to towards the end of the game will do your makeup for you.
Yeah, which I really liked. It was only when you said that earlier that Kat did your makeup, I was like, wait, what? I thought Nora always did it, because Nora did my makeup. And this is where it sort of comes to the point of like another thing I wanted to bring up, which is the whole dialogue thing, which we did know Don't Nod said they were going to do. They were going to shake up the dialogues in this. But with this game, I found there are several instances where you maybe get two options and then the conversation carries on a little bit more, and then like a third or fourth will then pop up. And this was one of those instances where I went and picked an option as another one popped up. So I didn't get the kiss with Nora. She was saying, oh, come closer. And I was like, oh, closer? Like sort of like playing along. And then next thing you know, she then gets interrupted by Autumn or something like that, and she pulls away. So I didn't get that romantic moment with her.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll let you know, no romantic happens, you get cut off either way, but I think it's just more that like the intention was there is what they're going for. But yeah, I got Kat, and someone in the stream let me know that they had Autumn in their version, so it's really cool that like, you know, like we go on about these choice-based games, you want there to have future effects and consequence and different branching. And although, yeah, the game is quite linear, the same way Life is Strange 1, it is really cool to see, you know, there are still, you know, some minor branching, and especially with the relationships, which is really cool, because that is something that maybe Life is Strange was a little bit weaker on, maybe. So it was cool to see it, but then again, I guess it is easy to do with the fact that there is a group dynamic in this game. Later on, like, we're towards like the twilight of the choices here. How did you break through the fence to start your concert? Did you open the padlock or did you use brute force?
No, I used the padlock because I feel like the temptation was like literally right by the gate. You've got the phone, haven't you? And you can like ring, is it Dylan up or something to like get you in, or you can find a tool to smash your way in. But I didn't, like, you know me, I'm naturally someone that explores these environments, so I found the thing in the back of Corey's bike, and then it was just a matter of relaying that on the padlock, and then we just walked in easy.
Yeah, no, same here. I'm lucky that I was streaming it because good old Felicie wrote the code down for me. I definitely forgot it, so yeah, good on chat for remembering that one for me. And the last choice we have, lad, did you take blame for planning the concert?
I did. And this one, because actually, like, looking back at my characters, you could say that Kat is the one that I'm least close to, right? But she did do us a favour at the very start of the game when she jumped in when you was getting, like, you know, low-key bullied from Corey and Dylan. So I thought, you know, time to repay the favour. I'll stick my neck out and say it was my fault.
Yeah, I felt the same. You know, like, reward Kat back, and also, like, considering the twist in the situation, I was like, be a bit of a dick of me to kind of just blame her, you know, while she's going through a medical crisis or whatever. But also the choice just stunk of, like, you know, Max taking the fall for Chloe's joint in Life is Strange 1 episode 1. So I was like, yeah, I'd rather just kind of like keep the bridges built with my friends.